What's up guys, how's it all going? Today we're going to be talking about support and resistance, correct? Zones. We're going to be talking about support and resistance zones in a 2-hourly time frame, correct? Time frames is totally relevant when it comes to the subject of support and resistance, correct? But the only reason why talking about support and resistance in a 2-hourly time frame, because at this very moment in Bitcoin in smaller time frame, 2-hourly support and resistance, 2-hourly time frame for me at this very moment is a good structure to show support and resistance on, correct? But other than that, you can get support and resistance. You can identify support and resistance on a 4-hourly, 2-hourly, 1 minute, 5 minute. All of it applies on any time frame. On any time frame, correct? 2-hourly is just at this very moment a nice support and resistance zone at this very moment, correct? To identify, correct? We start with the clean chart. Like, how do you go from a clean chart to nice support resistance and all that stuff, correct? And identifying the structure, identifying where the trend's going to go. Basically identifying, is it a good deal to get now inside, guys? If you look right now, is it a good deal? If you have to look right now, is that a good deal to go inside? I don't know, maybe not. That's what we're going to identify. Where are we now in Bitcoin structure on a 2-hourly time frame? What structure are we developing? Where are we now? Are we by support? Are we by resistance? Understand all that funny stuff, correct? And that's what we're going to identify, correct? Now, first of all, correct? Okay, another thing, guys. If you guys see that that big resistance line, okay, that big resistance line, that's on my bigger time frame, daily and 4-hourly. The only reason I didn't take it out is because I just left it inside but I don't want to wipe my whole chart now clean, correct? I already identified it. I don't want to identify it again. But in that, just ignore that resistance zones the market went inside. Let's just focus on this specific pattern. That's all we need to focus at this very moment on. Let's just identify it and let's just focus on that. Okay. At this moment, guys, what we see. We don't see a lot at this moment because you have to identify the support and resistance. Basically, the first thing when I ever look at a chart, do I look at my indicators? No. Do I look at is the market in an upward position or a down position? No. The first thing what we need to identify, support resistance. Indicators, that is only for once you want to enter, just for extra confirmation. But I can bet you I can show you no indicators. Indicators just there for extra bonus, extra confirmation. But that's not the main reason I enter a trade. I enter a trade because what I see on the chart. The chart tells me when I must enter, not indicators, correct? That's why. Start on a clean chart. Now we first need to identify, most important thing, we have to identify support resistance, correct? Then how do you do that? We first identify what's a high point and what's a low point, correct? Where's the good deals, and where's the bad deals, correct? And that's what we're going to identify. Support is good deals, resistance is bad deals. Do you want to buy any resistance? Do you want to buy when a house is 200,000, or do you want to buy when a house is 100,000? You definitely want to buy when a house is 100,000, and that's what you're going to get down to. Okay, first thing, guys, before we start the support and resistance, be loose. When you pull a support resistance, play with it. Just have fun. Don't be like, am I pulling support right? Am I pulling resistance right? They'll come natural. They'll come. Just have fun, pull support resistance, make mistakes. That's the only way you're going to learn. The only way you're going to learn to become better is to fail. Failure equals success. And basically for me personally, failure is success. The more you fail, the more you're going to get gooder and gooder and gooder, because you identify what you did wrong and you're not going to do it again, correct? Now, best advice I can be loose. Just have fun with support and resistance. Put it how you want to put it. No, not how everyone wants to put it, how you want to put it, correct? If you feel that you need to support resistance at that specific zone, then do so. but you'll learn how the market reacts to your support resistance. Do you put it too high? Do you put it too low? You'll learn all that, but that comes with experience. But rather just have fun than rather not put any support resistance and never learn. Just have fun. Okay, first thing, let's identify. You can identify the tops and the bottom. You don't have to do first the bottom, then the tops, correct? Go for either one of them. It's your choice, correct? Let's identify the top. Where is, if you have to look at the chart right now, where is the resistance? Is resistance there? Is resistance there? Is resistance there? Where is resistance? Okay. As very moment, as you can see, resistance is in that specific zone. Let me show you guys. We can see the market bounce on, let it go like that. Bounced. Okay, wait guys. You can see the market bounce like that, correct? Support broke down, touched support will turn into resistance, now it's resistance, now it goes down, correct? Now we can identify that already. Now all what you do, very simple. Now we know that zone right there, that zone, for me personally, is a resistance zone, correct? Pull it across. Okay. Pull it across, correct? Now for me, automatically I identified my resistance. For me, that's my resistance because there's no candle what broke out. Not candle, wick candle. Wicks does not make a difference. Candles, correct? You see, there's no candles that broke out my resistance, correct? There's no candles that broke out. Everything stayed inside my, okay, I do it like that. My support. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's go back. Everything stayed in my zone. My resistance, sorry, I was talking about support thoughts, sorry guys. Resistance zone. Everything, sorry about that guys, I mean resistance. Everything stayed in my resistance zone. There's no candle that broke out my resistance zone, correct? Then that means if the market goes up, okay, perfect example. If the market goes up and I feel I want to sell Bitcoin, I want to go short on Bitcoin, and if you guys don't know what short is, just go Google it. Shorting Bitcoin, then your guys will figure it out. Basically betting against Bitcoin. And I put it all right there inside. When do you think I want to exit? Once when it breaks the structure. The candles never went so high. The candles never went so high. It always got rejected. Once when it breaks out, then it makes sense why I want to cut my losses, correct? Now I identified my support zone, resistance zone, sorry guys, resistance zone. Now let's identify my support. Where will the support be? The support will be by the low point, the point what will make sense to put the support zone, correct? And what I can identify as my support zone will be that zone right there. That will be my support zone, correct? Right around there. That will be my support zone. That will be my support zone. Now I identified my support zone. Now that's my support zone. And if you guys struggling with the candlesticks, like sometimes if you guys struggling with something like that, let's see if I can quickly do that. Let me quickly show you an example. Ooh, that doesn't actually look very nice. Maybe that's a bigger color. Oh, there we go. Let me just make. If you guys are struggling something like that, I'll show you guys now. Let's example something like that happen. Long candlesticks, wicks. You don't know if you must take your resistance zone. You don't know if you have to put it at the bottom because the candle wicks is making you confused. You don't know what to do. very easy what to do is okay, fine, I know support resistance is there, but the candle wicks is confusing me so much. What must I do? Okay, then it's okay. Then what we do is, what you can also do is go to line chart, okay, and that stuff won't be there, correct? Go to line chart. Then you can identify the true support resistance, correct? The candlestick wicks just shows you where the market went, but not where the market closed. That shows you where the market closed, not where the market went. That will be the true support resistance, correct? And as you can identify, there's a true support resistance, correct? You can see we just missed the support resistance zone, correct? But the candlestick went inside, got rejected by the candlesticks, as you guys can see there. So it got rejected by the candlesticks, correct? Yeah. But if you want to know the true support resistance, you guys can take it right there, correct? Then you guys can see the true support resistance, you can see there, correct? Then you can go back to the candlestick chart. They won't confuse you because you now identify the true support resistance, correct? But with me at this very moment, with my support, I'll just make it a little thicker because I just like to get that point right there inside, because you can see we do it like that. It's okay. It acts like resistance, it's actually working. But let me just get that point inside. I don't get that candle wick inside. That candle wick. Don't get that one inside. And that one's. Okay, that for me now we identified our support. Correct? Support what? Okay. Wait. Okay. Sorry about that. Now we identified our support zone. Correct. Zone. You identified our support zone. Correct? Zone. Let me just put it right around there. That means anywhere there. Let me make it that color. That's how I look at trading. Make it there. Green, good deal. Red, bad deal. Like, I don't want to even look at the market. Then when it's about resistance, I don't want to look at the market in a buy mind view. But you want to short it, but against Bitcoin, then I don't want to even look at the green zone. Correct? If I'm in a buyer's mind view, I want to look at the green zone. And now we can identify the support zone. Then that means for me that's a zone. That whole cushion right there. Make that a different color. There you go. That whole cushion right there is a zone. Anywhere the market can go into, that whole thing's a cushion. That also is a cushion, correct? That's how I identify my support resistance, correct? Very easy, very simple. Can you take a line just like that across and call that your support resistance? Definitely you can. But I just trade like that, correct? You can definitely trade like that. Understanding that anywhere in that line is your support resistance, correct? Definitely trade like that. I know a lot of people trade like that. But for me, I like my zones more, correct? That I feel more comfortable with my zones. And that's I trade best with my zones, correct? But you definitely can also take the line and just put support resistance, correct? Look how nice that looks. The touch there, touch there, touch there. Guess what happened? Touch there. Very simple, very easy. Let me just make it show you guys. Touch there, touch there, a touch there, and a touch there, correct? Very simple, very easy, correct? Oh gosh, very simple, correct? Come, there we go. Let me get my thing back. Very simple, very easy, correct? Okay. So have a look there again. Where is it? Ooh, there we go. Okay, I see my thing sticking. Come on. No, man. Okay, let's just get back to the topic. Sorry, guys. Let's go do that zone again. Apologize. Zone. Okay, let's get back. This one's done, correct? But you guys just see on. Now we identified the support and resistance. Now the structure is getting more clear. It's getting more clear. Like, look where the market is at this moment. We broke support. At this moment, what are we now? What zone are we? What zone are we now? At that moment forward there, from there. What zone are we? Returning into resistance. That was support. That zone was support, correct? Guess what it turned into? From support, we turn into resistance, correct? At this very moment, we're in resistance, correct? Now that's a resistance zone. Then that means, like I say, if I'm a buyer, will I buy there? How do I know? Like, no. Because it doesn't make sense. Why would I buy if the market is hitting resistance? I want support. That means if I really want to buy, I have to look right around there at that mini support zones right there. But still, it's not a good deal. We're just chasing. But understanding the big pattern, we identified we're in a channel. Correct? We're in a channel up, down, trying to break, trying to push up, and broke. Now it's acting as resistance. Now at this very moment that we are in resistance zone, and that's all we need to know. Then we step back. That's all you need to know. Correct? Then you say, Carl, what happened with that? Correct? How can you predict that? Why did it turn around there? Because that's support and resistance. Why didn't go there up on to the top? They are very easy. That is a market. That is not a beautiful picture. Correct? Sometimes you have to, and sometimes the market doesn't need support resistance. Correct? What's that specific word? Just run shorts. Correct? But if you really want, you can literally take it and see. Okay, the candle wick went right there. You can see a zone right there. Okay. Now we can we can identify. Okay, fine. The market went to that and the market went to that specific level, and it ran short. The market went to that specific level and ran short, and we cannot predict in that. That would be very hard. Maybe we can take the candle wicks, correct? But come on, that's gonna be a tough one. That's what's very important for your stop loss ratios, everything to be good, correct? Because still, sometimes the market's a little bit unpredictable, and that's the markets for you, correct? We can't be 100% perfect, correct? But what you can do, we can use our reward ratios and stuff to always be in the game for a long period. But that will be in another video, correct? That identifying what's going to happen exactly there will be another video. But let's just talk about resistance support, what you identified at this specific moment. You identified the support resistance and you identified it broke to the downside. At this very moment, you identified it broke to the downside, correct? And that's very simple. That's all you need to know. Support resistance and broke down to the downside. Now let's just put some trends in channels. Let's put some channels now inside. What's happening to the market now, correct? And if you guys want to, like we say, we want to put some channels inside, correct? Now you guys can see more. You guys can do the view more, correct? You guys can put channels inside now, correct? You guys can put channels inside. You guys can do something like that. Like I said, guys, be a little bit loose. Oh no, it's not. That market's out. Oh gosh. No, just be loose. Just chill. Just play around with it. I'm not saying I'm finished. I can still play around with it. I can see that structure right there isn't so nice, correct? I can see it broke out. They gave it the false C, broke back in and pulled back. Now out again, correct? But now we're out. Why don't we enter? Guys, we buy resistance. We don't care if it broke out. We buy resistance. The only way we will ever get in the market, back in the market, if it breaks up, comes back, bounces, forms and shows that's a support again. Then we can bounces, then we can take a position to the top, correct? But you'll look at that zone also, because that will be a possible turnaround. Oh gosh, not a nice line. You'll look at that zone because it can be a possible mini resistance. Small stuff you have to look at, correct? But focusing on that, there's my trend line. That broke out my trend line at this very moment. They broke out my trend line. They got rejected by the big support. Support or turned into resistance now. Now it's getting rejected now again. And if you guys can see at this very moment, if you look at the structure of the thing, we keep on making high highs. High, low, high, low. That low right there. Then go low to that, then go lower than that low, correct? We keep on making higher lows, correct? And guess what happened right now? What happened? We broke it. We broke the higher low thing, correct? The bullish staircase pattern. Now we're just making lower lows now. Now we're just making lower lows. Now we already know Bitcoin in a 2 hourly time frame is still making lower lows on a consistent basis. It's taking breathers, it's getting pullbacks. It pulls back, it pulls back. Okay. Let's keep on breathing. Breathe, gone, then goes again. Breathe, then goes again. Breathe, then goes again. Breathe, or if you guys can call it pullback. It pulls back, goes further down. Pulls back, goes further down. You can see, at this very moment, Bitcoin, that was just a breather because it started to make lower lows once again, correct? Because if that was a bullish structure, bullish stairway pattern, correct? That was a bullish stairway pattern. They're supposed not to make lower lows. That means supposed to be turning around there and making higher highs, correct? And guess what happened right there? You have to quickly show you guys a structure like that, correct? Okay. I'm going to show you guys quickly. That was what happened. You don't get such a pretty picture, but it's just a nice example to show you guys. Okay. At this moment, Bitcoin right there was making that structure, correct? But not in such a pretty picture, correct? It was very ugly. You understand, it's very ugly, but the concept was the same, correct? Then we know, okay, fine. We're in a bearish staircase, correct? Once when Bitcoin breaks that specific level, let me make it bigger, make it red. That now acting as support, correct? Now once when Bitcoin makes lower lows and breaks that area, we're not in the bearish trend anymore. And that's what just happened. We came back down. They're supposed to be turning around there, but it didn't even turn around there. This just went down, there it broke. Guess what? We went from bearish staircase pattern to a bullish staircase pattern. Now it's going to go like that. We go more downer, get rejected, go more downer. You understand? And that's what just happened. That's just what happened just right there. It broke the bearish stairway pattern because it broke the support and resistance on that specific structure, correct? And that's what just happened right there. Went up, down, going nice. That low didn't make didn't go lower than the previous low. But guess what happened? That low did. It broke the structure. What's going to happen in 10-1? It's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. So it broke the structure. And that's and now because we identified that the big support and resistance, we can identify what's happening to Bitcoin now, because we understand the structure now, because from a clean chart we went to a very simple and understanding very simple trend line support, and now we understand, okay, Bitcoin's at resistance at this very moment. Bitcoin's at resistance, and basically guys, it's very easy, correct? Then of course you guys can add all your indicators and all that lekker gooders. Let's get that one in. Then you can understand all the indicators. Okay, Bitcoin broke above the EMA, now it's getting rejected. Now it's getting rejected by the EMA indicator at this moment. That you see how Bitcoin is getting rejected by the EMA indicator. Okay, another thing, Bitcoin must first break above the EMA before it can start showing actively a bullish pattern. At the moment, it's a bearish pattern, and all that lekker gooders, guys. You understand? We can pop up all indicators and say, okay, fine, the EMA is showing that, blah blah blah. But we don't need all that. We don't need all that. That's just extra bonus. We can trade just naked. We can barely trade naked. naked trading. We don't need all the indicators, but the indicator is a nice extra bonus point. But the indicator isn't the sole reason I'm taking the trade. That's what you all have to understand. Indicator is a bonus, like having a turbo on the car. We don't need a turbo on a car, but a turbo is just an extra bonus. You can go a little faster, but you don't need one to get to A to B. We don't need a turbo, correct? So indicators. That's not the sole reason why we will be taking that trade based on indicators. You take a trade based on what you see on the structure. That's what it is. Very simple, guys. I just want to show you how easy is it. And let me quickly show you guys how easy is like, for example, now I'll take a little time. Now let me quickly show you guys how easy is it to identify support and resistance, just like, for example, randomly. Just for example, let's just go in small time frame and let me just quickly show you how fast and easy to identify support and resistance if you have some experience. Like, let me just show you. The literally takes like a second to identify support and resistance. It doesn't take long, correct? Once you understand the support and resistance, does not take long to identify support and resistance, guys. Does not take long at all, correct? And if the chart like that, you can see support and resistance, but it's not giving a pretty picture. Zoom one more out. See if you can get a better structure, correct? See if you can get a better structure, correct? Play around. The only way we're going to identify support and resistance, play around. Hoy channels around, play around. Okay, let's quickly go. I identified support and resistance already. I'm just have to draw my lines quickly. Let's quickly go. Resistance in big time frames. That will be at this very moment. Let me just quickly do that one. That will be. See what happened. Now basically that's a big resistance. That's a smaller resistance, correct? There's another resistance there. There's another resistance there, and there's another resistance there, correct? That's a little complicated for the average person. I don't want to confuse people now, but you understand, once we start going good, then you can identify, okay, there's resistance, there's support and stuff, correct? Now we can see all the support and resistance on that specific structure, correct? You can want to do one day we want to, but you understand, that's very confusing, and we don't need to make it sound confusing, correct? We definitely make it so confusing. You can make it very simple, correct? We can make it very simple, correct? Rather than focus on the whole picture, we just focus on what's now there. Okay, and what's now there is that support. That's a relevant support. That's a support what you're using now. There's support all over the place. But let's take the most relevant support. And that's the most relevant support. You see that support right there? Let's take the resistance. Oh gosh, guys, I mean resistance. Let's take the most relevant support, correct? What is the most relevant support where it's going to first turn around now? Okay, there. Is the candle wicks bothering you? Okay, then fine. Do go to line chart, correct? Then line chart will be something like that. You identify something like that, go to line chart, correct? You guys can see like that. Then I will know more or less. Okay, there's a bad deal. When it comes there, it's gonna be a possible good deal, correct? That's what I'll know more or less, correct? Then of course, yeah, I don't want to confuse you guys. And there we go, very simple. Once the structure breaks, then you can say, okay, fine. We're not trading the small pattern anymore. We're trading the bigger pattern, correct? Then that will be fine. Then we'll focus on that. Then we'll say, okay, fine, it broke there. Let me take that zone right there, correct? Then we'll take that one out. We'll take that on. Then we'll focus on the big structure. But at this moment, you're in the small structure, you understand? Make it very simple, but I see that chart is a little bit confusing, like for individual traders. But like even there, guys, you can just identify, okay, immediately there's resistance. Very simple. There's resistance and there's support. Very simple. You see, that was a very nice chart. And so sometimes the other chart doesn't look nice, like one I just showed you before. Very confusing, little complicated. That's fine. Don't trade it. Especially if you're a new trader, don't trade it. Go to a different chart. Go to a different time frame. I went to a different time frame to identify more and gooder. Correct? Look how nice that one looks like. We see we just broke support right there. Correct? Candlestick confusing you. Go to the line chart again. If the candlestick's not confusing you, then put support resistance on the candlestick. And guys, you can see how we identified support and resistance on that beautiful structure. Look, very simple, guys. Very simple to identify support and resistance, correct? Just play with it. Be loose. Put support resistance. Go mad on the chart. Put it zigzag, whatever you guys want to do. Just identify support and resistance, correct? And just have fun. End of the day, it's all about having fun. And guys, you see how simple is it? But that's all I want to show you guys. And just have fun, guys. Goodbye.